Yo, this is Whiskey No Chaser podcast, the illest podcast on the planet. It's your boy Hector. Today I had a special guest, man. I went to high school with this gentleman. You know, I recently ran into him on social media since I didn't have social media forever, and I just did it now since I needed to have this. And I've been seeing him travel. I'm like, oh, this nigga's going all over the place. So this man is an avid traveler. He's an EMT. So he's out here, you know what I'm saying, seeing some bloody situations. I guess. I don't know. We'll find out. Yo, it's my boy Jesse, man. Yo, Jesse, welcome, dog.
What's up, man? What's going on?
Chilling, baby, man. Thank you for coming, man.
Oh, absolutely, man.
How's life treating you, man? I see you living good.
It's been a wild ride, bro.
Yeah?
It's been a wild ride.
That's what's up, man.
And we're only 37.
37, nigga. Don't add one yet, because I just turned 37.
I turned 38.
Excuse me. All right, a little gassy today, man. I had
That's
a
all
little
good,
lunch
man.
before. But yeah, man. All right, so where can we start? I think we're gonna start with let's. You know what? Let's go back to high school and shit. I think where do we know each other from? Do we know each other from before high school? My shit blurs out. My childhood is blurred.
Well, we met up in high school. I think you went to Edison, right?
No, I went to Edison for excuse me, kindergarten. Then I went to then we moved up to like 13th Street, and damn, I'm gonna sneeze again. Fuck.
That's all right.
Fuck. That's annoying. All right, we're good. It is what it is. People sneeze. Hey,
They sneeze.
people sneeze.
Yeah.
Allergies. I must have touched something with dust because I'm not sick. Yeah. Then I went to Hudson School, and then from Hudson School, I just stayed in my area. That's where I stayed. That's where I grew up. I lived in that house till I was 19.
Right.
And shit, and you know, till I was an adult, and then bounced.
Yeah.
You know.
So yeah, we met up in high school, and then we
Emerson.
started taking classes together. And then you were Spitfire, man, just like me, Brian. You just said what was on your mind, man, and
Yo, we laughed.
and you were definitely, there was some energy there, man, and I fed off that energy. I fed off your vibes, and you know, a lot of our students over there, the straight students,
The good guys.
the good people didn't
appreciate.
weren't really too fond of people like Hector and I.
Nah, they didn't appreciate the interruptions, the class clownness.
Yeah.
And the Zerbert,
the
random
and Surya.
Yo,
Bro, I remember that like it was yesterday, bro.
Yo, me and Wilson to this day still laugh at that dude, man. Hey, man, Mr. Subia, you were a cool cat, man.
Yeah, he was good dude.
You know, but we still got to laugh at you, man.
We have to, man. We were students back then.
Teachers get made fun of, you know what I'm saying? That's just what happens. Give me a second.
He was an interesting character for sure.
Yeah. I actually ran into him, and as I show my ass to the camera, ran into him in Dunkin' Donuts and shit. He was there with his.
How old did he look?
No, he looked. He looked regular as shit. I mean, I couldn't gauge anything really because I didn't care enough to like be like, hey man, this nigga looks older.
Yeah, we didn't care about you too much.
Yeah, no. I think he didn't like me. That guy did not like me. But I didn't even say hi to him. I just, I saw him sitting there and shit. And I just, I just felt like, why say hi? Yeah, I'm the type of nigga that
everybody will recognize you from Emerson.
Yeah. If you want to say hi to me, come up to me, man. But if I'm in the mood, I'll do it.
Right.
I just wasn't in the mood, man. I just wanted to get my wife's fucking stupid pumpkin latte because that's what she wanted, and I'm a gentleman that pleases his woman, and she wanted a fucking pumpkin latte, so I just went there to get her that, and that's the only reason I went. So I didn't care to. What are we gonna do? We're gonna catch up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So we met up with Subia. We took a few classes together.
No, I'm not. I wasn't saying. I wasn't pushing you to go. I was saying, what am I gonna do with him? Am I gonna catch up?
Oh yeah, right. Like, what do you have in common with him? Nothing.
Now, one more thing before we continue on the path of high school.
Yes.
I went to my son's graduation, and I ran into a teacher that she wound up catching cancer like after us, and thank God she's doing well. Right. She looked good. She looked healthy.
Right. That's rough, man.
Yeah, it sucks, but she's good. She looked healthy. And she was like, oh, like I remembered her. My wife remembered her because my wife went to Emerson also. And then I remember her. I was like, oh yeah, she was my science teacher. Lovely lady. She looked like a little hippie lady. She was very nice. And she was like, she didn't remember me at first. And then a little bit later, she passed me by and said, oh my God, I remember you. You were a pain in the ass, man.
That's how it always starts.
I was like, yeah, I was. I'm not like that anymore. It's just what it was.
Well, we're grown up now.
I think you know what it is, man. Let's go, just talking about high school. I just think that as a young man, your hormones are going crazy. You just, you're not mature. You don't have any type of, knowledge as into how to act. And this is not every young guy. It's just certain niggas are more immature than others.
Absolutely.
And that was me. I was very immature.
But that's fine. But now you're a grown man. I saw you at Walmart, and it's like we haven't, lost touch.
Nah, absolutely
20 years later.
Exactly. That's
you know
crazy,
what I mean?
right?
And then like what people don't
when it's real, it's real, dog.
What people don't understand, people tend to judge you when you're younger a lot.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, man, that was a different kid back. I was 16 years old. We were 17, 16 years old. And like he was a jerk.
Senior year.
Yeah, but now he's a family man.
Than everybody.
But now he's a family man, and he's got stuff going on.
Yeah, we're adults now, nigga.
Yeah, and now we're doing podcasts.
Yeah. What are you doing, nigga?
What are you doing over there?
Tits. Because there's always some hot chick that I remember being that nigga. Just I was annoying to the girls that I liked. I was annoying just because I don't know. You know what it was? I don't think I knew, and I wanted to talk about this because you're a high school guy that went with me, and you was there,
right,
in the classroom,
right. Yeah.
and saw me wilding out. But I just felt like I knew these girls weren't gonna get with me, so I'm gonna act the fool, but I'm still gonna tell her, hey man, you fucking look hot today, or whatever it is, and I just did that. But I think like now that I'm older, I'm like, damn. I didn't approach that situation the proper way.
Right.
But it's just, you're a kid. Nobody tells you, hey, Hector, man, or hey, Jesse, man, sit down. Let me talk to you. Well, not everybody gets this talk. Like, well, I didn't get the talk of, this is how you talk to shorties, man. You gotta calm down, my nigga. Like, you gotta be cool. You can't be over here just jumping off walls, bro. You gotta relax.
Well, the thing was with our high school was very cliquey. Like a lot of high schools.
Yeah.
So Hector and I, just so everybody gets a little backdrop, we were in two different groups. Hector was with Los Dominicanos, Los Tigres, like your people, right?
Yeah, well, a little bit of everything. You know what it is? I was a little bit of a loner because you would see me stand alone during lunch on the corner. But what would happen is that everybody would, wind up coming around me, or I'll just be there and I'll be there, whatever. But I liked to leave, like lunch. I would leave. I always had a car. Like I was 15 driving. My father would let me his truck,
right.
And I was gone. Nigga. I would go to Wendy's during lunch. Niggas would be at Steve's, which is cool. I like Steve's too. But sometimes I wanted Wendy's.
Yeah. And even though we were in the
with
same...
no license. Go ahead.
And even though we were in the same class, so I hung out with a completely different group of people. I had my small little group. Yeah. And I was trying to be the whole, skater, even though I never skated, the whole liking rock music and getting into with the people who were...
I was rollerblading.
Into that. And then you had your little hip-hop heads.
Yeah.
And then you had your little, artsy-fartsy guys or girls, whatever.
Yeah.
And you had different cliques. And then, it's just like...
It was just high school.
Who's this guy coming into our circle?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy, right?
So, and that's,
But that's the kid shit, man. And that's how every kid was, I guess. I wasn't like that because I could chill with everybody. I'm just that type of person, though.
Yeah, you just
like, I didn't think that I was cooler than nerdy kids. And shit. I didn't think, because this nigga's got it together, I'm cooler than him or anything. I just felt like, I hope I never came off like that because, of course, I was cool. But at the end of the day.
The way I saw you from my perspective.
Yeah.
My perspective, that I always saw something there.
Yeah.
And I was like, this kid's got something and he could use his energy for something. Right now, in this kind of high school with these kind of teachers, he's not going to get
that's the thing,
the
man.
Respect that he deserved.
Wow,
so
bro.
That's what I always saw with you. And I was like, people saw that with me a little bit, but I was still trying to figure my whole thing out. Yeah, but I always saw, I was like, he's got energy, man. He's got energy, but this school is not the type to promote these type of people.
Yeah. And
they weren't all for that. They're like, listen, get your homework done, pass the HSPT.
Just get the fuck out. Just get the fuck out
and go to college.
Yeah, that's it.
Hope for the best. So, that's what I think, and you're doing great, man, and I'm proud of you. And so that was Emerson, man, in a nutshell. I mean, I don't even remember how many Spanish people we had.
Oh, my God, it was
I
everything.
think the whole high school was Spanish.
We were all
we
Spanish.
had that one white guy that felt so out of place. Like Josh.
Josh
was like, yo, you heard this Wu-Tang album?
Which Josh?
Josh.
Oh, Jaffo's Journey?
With the glasses, with the ponytail. He always had the...
No, he didn't go to Emerson, did he? Fuck,
he did go to Emerson, actually. He was like a friend of mine.
No, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about another Josh that I was thinking about. But yeah, you see, I forget niggas, man.
But
you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, Josh, fuck. Probably by face, I know him.
He always wore like a leather jacket and was trying to be down with
he was the 22nd He left like
Yes.
in 20 something street.
Yes.
Yeah, that kid was cool, man.
I was cool with him,
He
too.
always you know what I didn't like about him? He was weird. He thought the people were scared of him because he had the leather jacket on one day. We were talking, and I was like, "Nah, man, why would they be scared of you? You have a leather jacket, man.
Because
that shit is cool, bro.
People are weird.
People are weird,
people
man.
Are weird, and
that was before Columbine.
That was before.
That was before
Actually,
Columbine, no?
yeah, we
Right?
Graduated. Wait,
Wasn't
Columbine was 96.
Bang, history. I don't
Boom,
know shit about
bow.
it. Forgot about it. Yo, hey man, it's negative, and I forgot about it. I erased it from my memory.
I could be wrong on the date, but I'm pretty sure it was 96. Anyway, I think we were freshmen then. So that
Damn,
the whole
that's crazy.
school shooting
Oh, so
thing.
that's what he was doing. He was trying to do
Yeah.
that. Look, like one time when after 9/11 happened, yo, and I always think about this shit. I was at the pizzeria at the time. I think it was Tino's at the time. I don't know, whatever. My history came, like anytime I talk about something, I might tell you, I'll be like, oh, this shit happened the other day. And my nigga, that shit happened 2 years ago. So
I think I'm okay with history as far as certain things.
No, not me, sir. That's how I go. So yeah, after 9/11, we're here at the pizzeria. I think it was me by myself. I was in my skates. I was coming down from skating, so I stopped to grab a slice of pizza. And there's two fucking Arab dudes, which is cool. I have nothing against anybody.
Right.
We're full fucking, just the whole thing. But they were English dudes,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And they were walking around with a hookah. But I just felt that they were like, and it's nothing wrong with represent, but the way they were doing it, they were doing it maliciously. They were
hookah.
Yeah, they were walking around with the hookah, and they were just like, I just felt like they were celebrating more than just being who they are. These were dudes that probably dressed just like you and I regularly, and then after 9/11 happened, they threw that on just that day. I mean, I'm sure those dudes are right now walking around, excuse me, walking around. They're probably businessmen now. They grew up, whatever it was. But I just felt like that wasn't the time to be walking around with a hookah.
That was a rough 2 years, man.
Nigga, that shit was the worst thing that happened in America, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just felt like they were being, they were just trying to get a reaction out of people. So I don't know what they were doing. But I'm just saying, that's the same as, niggas rocking the long coat after the shootings happened. Because they were you kind of wanted to be look dangerous or something.
Well, I think Josh was rocking the coat.
Well, I'm not talking about him like personally. I'm just saying I've seen other people. I'm not trying to knock him at all. I don't know him like that, but he was cool. When I'd spoken to him, I thought he was cool.
Yeah, one funny little thing, I got a little story about Josh. So Josh and I became sort of cool during high school. And he brings me over to his house one time. He's like, yo, I got this new Sublime album and the Wu-Tang Clan. I was like, wow, that's like a big disparity, bro.
Both spectrums, bow.
So I got to know Wu-Tang. Well, I already kind of knew about Wu-Tang and Sublime. And then he's like, yo, check it out, man. He opens a closet. He's like, my parents are magicians, bro. And I was like, what? Yeah. I was like, that's probably the dopest thing I've ever heard. Like, you guys make money like that? Like,
they're magicians for real?
Yo.
Oh, I thought you
like
was
a magician couple.
And that's ill. They're like...
I was like, man, I wish my parents were magicians. Make me disappear from school.
Yikes, man. Man. That's ill.
Yeah, man. So,
that's ill, man. I love different things. People being different and not doing the same thing everybody. And they probably loved it. They're probably making a living. Well, apparently they were making a living off it.
Yeah, because they were living on 22nd Street.
They had a place to live. So apparently the magic was doing their thing.
Like clown music playing in the background. Come on, canta, coño.
Yo, it's funny because I had a podcast a couple podcasts ago. That this nigga that I was talking about, one of my homies at work, he put me onto a podcast. In the beginning of the podcast, they started off singing, like literally, like they like you would think it's like just like that. What we just did, that's 2 seconds, bang, done, moving on. But them niggas was like 2 minutes of the song. They went from they even went to the bridge or something like that with it, and I was like, oh no, I can't. I try to go forward and they were still singing. I was like, done. Right. And then I start that podcast singing, bang, 5 seconds of a song. Right. But it's still, I did it. It sounded horrible because I'm not a singer. Right. But it's just, well, the point is that I did the stupid thing that I was not enjoying on their shit. Right. But I didn't do it for 2 minutes. I did it for 5 seconds and shit. Now, moving on from high school, man, because, high school was high school. And kind of, I feel personally, my high school experience was a normal high school experience. I had 4 years of a fucking boner. Because at the end of the day, when you're that age, my nigga, you just bonered up all the time, my nigga. It's out of control.
Hormones, bro.
Out
It's
of
the
control,
hormones.
man.
You want every single girl to be your girlfriend.
My Jesus, man. I was in love with everybody, man. Hey, man, some teachers too, and there wasn't not even fine teachers in that school. They're just teachers that I was like, oh, I know what she does on the weekend. I could tell. Because you know what? I've always had,
Moonlighting as a stripper.
Huh?
Well, moonlighting as a stripper.
Why not?
Why
hey,
not?
man, sometimes they're not giving overtime, and
Right,
she might want
right.
to. Do your thing, lady. But yeah, man. Nah, I'm just saying, like, just getting back to the point. When you're that age, man, your hormones are fucking nuts and shit. But that's just the normal thing. It's all a high school thing. Moving on from high school. So you fucking, when did you start the EMT shit?
So I started EMS.
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 Like, I don't know what it is. It's EMS.
EMS.
All right, what's the difference?
EMS is the service you provide. EMT is the actual technician that jumps on the ambulance. So
All right.
I started out because my cousin had inspired me to do it, man, and he was volunteering at the time. So I think I was like 18 or 19 at the time. I started volunteering, and 20 years later, I ended up started getting paid for it.
Yeah.
I started off in West New York.
Nice.
And it was dope, man. And it's like you pass a 4-month course and they give you the keys to the ambulance.
Bow.
Wow, you get
Save some
certified by
lives,
the state, and
motherfucker.
You're like, go ahead, you're out there, throw you in with the wolves.
Now, let me ask you, how does it start? What do they send you to? They send you just pick up old people in dialysis
No, so
places?
the way it works, the way it worked back then, now it's the same, but now there's more paid services than there is volunteer. A lot of the volunteer services, like for example, Hudson County has like 2 volunteer services. You got Weehawken and you got Hoboken.
Yeah.
Back then, a lot of the Hudson County
Not doing none of that.
Well, yeah.
None of that.
So-
and that's why I respect what you're doing. Because
appreciate
I wouldn't do
brother.
it.
I appreciate it because there's a lot of blood and guts and a lot of sick people, a lot of old people, young people, people screaming at you. It's just a hot.
It's not an easy thing. And then you guys got to kind of be like, because I've noticed that a lot of EMTs or whatever the fucks, sorry guys, I'm sorry, respect, because you guys do a good job and you take care of a lot of people. They like seem numb. And it feels like it has to be that way.
It's called
because,
burnout, yeah.
Yeah, it has to be that way. Because, my nigga, you can't be emotional on that. And you can't want to help everybody. You got to just go through the
Right.
What's it called? Through the drill or whatever, what you've been taught to do and stuff.
And and then I stayed with it and I started, I was living with my parents at the time, started making some decent money. And then
Splash.
started getting better money and
Dang.
working a little overtime here didn't hurt. Splash. Working a little overtime here didn't hurt, and I moved in with my girlfriend. I still did it.
You're still with her?
No.
No,
That's
sorry.
been long done.
No. See
That
ya.
was that lasted 7 years, and then we broke off, and then I did my own thing.
It's all good.
But I stuck with it, man, and I'm not like the other. I've had the opportunity not to let myself get burnt out because I limit myself to how much I work and what I let affect me. Because things are gonna affect you
There's
no
gonna be some
matter
shit.
what.
You're gonna see
We're
some shit.
emotional creatures,
Of course.
as human beings. But you gotta. It's like a key. You gotta open the door, let people in, let people out as you.
Like a vampire, you got to turn off
Yeah.
the humanity.
And that's what you
Shit,
go
my
back.
wife would laugh at that.
You go back to why you began to do it. You want to help people, and if it's a feel good moment. And I actually have a really funny story to tell you about that. I don't know if you want to jump into the whole EMS.
No, I don't
thing.
want to hear the story about it. No, go ahead, nigga. Get in there.
So years ago, I'm talking about maybe I was like, sorry about if I'm.
And this nigga got to work later. That's why he ain't drinking with me. It's not that I'm a weirdo over here drinking by myself, but I will drink by myself. I got no problem doing that.
I'm sorry I can't drink with you.
Hey, man, it's all good, bro. Cheers to you.
So I got a funny story. So years ago, I had we get called. I was working in West New York at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting paid already. My partner, at the time, he was probably 5 years older than me. So we get called to this trauma. This little girl that's injured inside of a Colombian restaurant. So we go there, and it ends up being the little girl's parents' restaurant, or Los Tios, the restaurant.
Yeah.
Dude, the little girls, like, they weren't paying attention to her. She goes to the back of the restaurant and gets her arm caught in a meat grinder.
Ay, Dios mío.
Ay,
Coño.
Dios mío.
Oh, my fuck. Of the fucks.
Of the
Fuck.
This little girl.
Oh, my God. I feel so
I'm
bad.
sorry. I know it's gonna be graphic.
No, you
but,
can do it.
you know.
Even this is not a kid's podcast. It's just horrible to hear that.
Yeah.
That's horrible. to hear.
So,
I feel bad for kids, man.
yeah.
When
So
it
she gets
happens
her
to
hand stuck in this meat grinder, And man, I'm a kid, man, 20-something years old. I'm seeing this little girl, man, who could like be my little sister. Her arm is caught in a meat grinder.
Okay.
And the restaurant is ballistic. First of all, everybody that was eating there is now gone. The only people that were there were her mother, like 2 other aunts, an uncle, and I think I saw a sister somewhere. The little girl she's attached to this commercial meat grinder. It's not like something that...
No, there's no bullshit, though.
Us Latinos have in our house to make the picadillo.
No, sir.
No, this is the stuff that, like, you see in a restaurant. So my partner and I get there first. The cop is there. He doesn't know what the hell to do. He has no equipment, nothing. He's like, dude.
Just throw up everywhere. Everywhere.
I think the cop that day he turned whiter than that.
My Christ, man, of Latter-day Saints, man.
We didn't turn white because we already had some experience with trauma. But the fact is that this was something new. And we get there, and the cop goes, listen, man, this thing is attached to this big piece. I was like, I don't know how we're going to get her out.
Welder, get it out.
And I was like, well, does it come off of something that's much bigger? He goes, yeah. I was like, well, we're going to unhook that. Between us and a few firemen, we unhooked her from this thing. Dude, we carried this little girl. I'm going to say the piece was about...
How was she the whole time, pobrecita, man?
She was in complete shock. She was screaming, but in complete shock. Not screaming
that
to the point...
poor little baby, man.
Not screaming
How old is she? Give me a...
Como like 3 years old.
Ay, Dios mío. I have a 3-year-old. Fuck, man.
No, it was
that shit
brutal.
is horrible.
The worst part is I'm not the worst. Come. Let me know if you're ready.
I'm the worst because I have a 3-year-old and she be wilding. And I know that, you know, as parents, just we're going to continue on, of course. This is what I do on the show, just in case you haven't noticed. I fucking go on a tangent on some shit. But as parents, you know, when something bad happens to our kids, you know, it's fucked up. But we also gotta check ourselves because it's us. We weren't watching. Right. We did something. We did wrong. It's not their fault because kids are fucking stupid. They don't know shit. And it's not that they're stupid. They're smart and they're learning, but they don't know that. They're like they don't know why. And at 3 years old, you see a child and they want to do what you tell them not to do. I was that child.
I think we were all those.
Children do that. It's like just what it is because it's curiosity, and that's how children learn. It's by learning how to be a little independent, and they got to do certain things. Yeah. So that right there, my mom one time told me, "Don't grab the iron." Guess what I did, sir?
You grabbed that.
Grabbed that motherfucker iron. I was like 3. I went.
When your Spanish mother tells you not to grab something, you may want.
And I got my ass.
That's why I got the scar right here.
Yikes!
Afuera, don.
You got hung on a fence?
I got hung on a fence.
That looked like a fence hang. Yikes!
On 18th Street.
And you got paid.
What? Paid?
You got paid?
No paid.
Oh, damn. Because usually people sue.
Pain, not paid.
All right, so that poor little girl. So
let me finish the story. So as far as so this little girl's thing is stuck in the meat grinder. We get her out. We bring her into the ambulance. The firemen help us out. They're like, all right, well, you got to wait for the paramedics. I was like, well, absolutely, because she's got to go to the Jersey City Medical Center. So first, as we're moving her into the ambulance.
And how long is this taking, all this process, from the time you get there to right now?
This is a matter of 10 minutes.
Oh, so you jumped into action, man. Quick. This guy is good.
Well,
this is why he's my friend. This guy's good, bro. Pound that out, boy. Yeah.
And, damn, that was pretty awesome. I like that. So as we're moving into the ambulance, my partner grabs the mother. Actually, he grabs the little girl. As he's moving her, my partner goes, "Yo, Jess. Oye, pero like with a stare, like, look." And I look down, bro. Her little fingers had fallen out of the meat grinder. Bro,
pick them up to see if you can salvage them.
I had to, bro. I've never seen. When you see fingers on a little girl, you're like, damn, those are small fingers. Look at compared to my hand.
Ay, Dios mío.
When you see fingers chopped off of a little girl, sad. Your whole world just shifts into like a what the fuck moment. Like
she didn't.
So we literally had to pick up the fingers and put them in a little basin with ice. Took it to the hospital. And we bring her. The medics come with us. The paramedics, as we like to call them, medics, just for short. We bring her down to the hospital. There is a team of 20 people. And I'm talking about, we got like 5-6 physicians, orthopedic surgeons, all kinds of medical staff there, because we had told them ahead of time, this girl's got this piece of machinery stuck on her hand. We got to do something. And that's where murió ahí.
Hold on, what?
Like, we left her at the hospital. That's it. We never heard back from her. Wait, because when you drop off patient, that's it. That's the end.
Yeah, that's the end.
That's the end of your job.
Yeah, it is. But you never got a chance to find out anything?
There's a follow-up story to that, and I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, because you would usually be like, all right, moving on. But this was
but
crazy.
I'm going to tell you there's a follow-up story to that. And now, listen, man, I'm going to tell you, I don't consider myself very religious.
I got like a tear here, right here, like seriously, like right here. That shit got me sick, man.
I don't consider myself very religious.
Yeah.
But I had a very spiritual, what the fuck moment.
No, we could curse it up in this motherfucker.
Oh, fuck. fuck.
Yeah. It's YouTube
moment
and iTunes.
About a year ago. So I'm working, just like I am now, 20 years later, and I'm working in North Bergen. As you already know, I told you I work in North Bergen and I work in Secaucus. Yep. So, and this is like the story I tell to everybody that I work with in EMS.
Because you're a veteran. You got time in.
Yeah, I got enough years on there. Yeah. So I try to tell this to all the new cats, so like they could be like, "Damn, man, that was rough, man." And they're like, "I want to experience something like that." No, you don't.
Fuck. Who the fuck
experience.
wants to experience? What an asshole!
It's like Nicolas Cage and Bringing Out the Dead. Yeah, there are no good fires. People die in fires. Yeah. People can't breathe in fires.
I'd like to have a nice, smooth career.
Like when people say, like new firemen, they go, "Oh, let's go to this fire. It might be a good one." No, bro. No, I don't want to go. If I'm a fireman, I don't want to do anything unless it's probably getting somebody out of a vehicle or a flood.
Or just saving people. You want to save people. You don't want to fucking. You don't want that to happen.
I want to pull out a child from a fire. Fuck that, man. Grandmother from a fire.
Because they don't even half the time. Sometimes people don't survive because of the inhalation of smoke. Even if you got them out. You got them out, but they might have inhaled some shit, and they might be dead a couple hours later.
Worst ways to go, bro.
Fuck no. Yeah.
So
jumping out windows.
Yeah, we're jumping all over the place. Well, jumping out windows and we're jumping all over the place.
Yeah, no. Hey, listen, this is what my podcast is, brother. Yeah. Don't look for uniformity, man. Have a good time, talk your shit, and let's enjoy. Because that story right there was great. Now follow up. So go ahead, sir. Story. So it's a beautiful story. Well, not beautiful, but it's
gonna be
good.
More beautiful now when I finish.
Let's get it.
So we get called. My partner and I was working with Chris. My boy Chris, shout out to Chris, man. He's good people, man. We go up to North Bergen, and we're on 70-something Street. So the way North Bergen is structured is that there's 2 ambulances covering the whole town, 24 hours. There's a south truck, there's a north truck. The south truck covers south of North Bergen. The north truck covers the north.
Yeah, right.
Huh?
Nah. The north truck covers the north truck? Sorry.
The south covers the north covers the south. That was like this 90%, and there's 10% other people, by the way. Bro,
just in case y'all didn't know.
Just in case you forgot that what the south is. Look at a compass. I was just making sure you would know what a compass is.
You're hilarious, Josh. Get going.
By the way,
besides, you got to teach me how to.
Bro, I love that. I love that you called me out on that, bro.
Nah.
That's the best. He's like, oh, yeah, really? The north covers the north? The south covers the south?
Are you fucking kidding me? Unheard of, bro.
Oh, my God. That was classic. Do not take that out.
No, we're not. I don't. Oh, yeah. Listen.
You don't edit anything. I understand.
Speak with intention, boy, because
I'm going to speak it. I'm going to say what's on my mind. I'm going to do it.
Go do it, buddy.
I'm going to do part 2 of this story, okay?
Yes, sir. Okay, please get in there, man.
So
hold on. Let me serve my second drink, because, nigga, this is crazy, bro.
Toma.
Yeah. This is crazy right here.
It's going to get crazy.
No, get in there. Get in there.
Okay. So as you're pouring that beautiful whiskey, I love that whiskey glass, coño. So we get called to 70-something Street in North Bergen for this girl, pregnant woman, who was having abdominal pain from being pregnant. But the dispatcher also tells us, listen, she's also having a little bit of an anxiety attack. So we go up there. I go with my partner.
So you had to bring her some weed. You
I was like, here, here.
Yo, we gotta relax.
My first aid kit has some marijuana.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Get in there.
So we go up into the apartment. My partner Chris starts to document, and he goes, "Yo, Jess, start getting information. Start going in there and seeing what's up with her." While I start getting documentation on her social security, insurance card, and the cop was outside with him. So I see this girl, and she's on the floor, and she's like, "Oh, I just got into a fight." She's a Colombian girl. "I just got into a fight with my boyfriend, and I started having pain." So I was like, did he hit you or anything? Like, are you bleeding? Like, anything going
He's
on?
in the background. No, I didn't hit a nigga. I ain't hit it. What the fuck you talking
he had
about?
left.
Right.
He was running from the cops at this point.
Oh,
So,
right, bitch
yeah,
ass
he was
nigga.
not in the apartment. So I asked her, I was like,
If you hit her, I don't know if he's a bitch ass nigga. Okay.
yeah. So, I asked her, I was like, what's going on? She's like, I'm just having pain. I'm 20 weeks pregnant, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. Take her blood pressure, take her vitals, try to calm her down. I was like, listen, you got to calm down a little bit. The guy's gone. Your baby's more important than anything else. Try to calm down.
Yeah.
Because what you're going to do is, all that stress, you're adding it to,
Yes.
la criatura.
Exactamente.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I didn't know what word to use, but I just used that.
Yeah.
So,
Criatura. The creature.
So I noticed, dog, that her right arm had been amputated. This gets deep, bro.
Hold up a second.
Wait, don't. Before we even go.
How long ago was this though?
This was last year, a year and a half ago.
Okay, go.
Her right arm had been amputated. Now, mind you, before I continue with that, we weren't supposed to go to that call. It was supposed to be the other ambulance that went on that
crazy,
call.
Son.
So we're the backup to the other truck. So they just happened to be on another call, and I just happened to be on that ambulance. So I see her right arm is amputated, and I was like, oh, because it's part of my medical assessment.
Yeah, you have
What
to ask
happened?
all the questions. Yeah.
What happened to your arm? And she goes, I had an accident when I was a little girl.
Did it come to mind right away or
Nope. Wait. So I was like, I had an accident at my family's restaurant when I was a little girl.
no? Bang.
Listen to this.
Yo, wowzers.
So I didn't make the connection, bro.
That's
I didn't make
crazy,
because
dog.
I wasn't thinking about.
Nah, but you
that.
know what? You were kind of like on medic mode or whatever.
I was in my EMT mode doing my assessment and everything.
Exactly.
So it still didn't connect. So then I was like, damn, restaurant, like years ago. I was like, how long ago was that? And she's like, oh, when I was 3.
Fuck.
Bro.
Click?
Bro.
Did it click there?
Well, I needed to confirm. I asked her, what's your name? Bro, I was like, if I'm going to confirm this, I got to ask her first name. And she told me her name, bro. Bro, when she told me her name, me cogió un calor frío, brother.
Thank God that she was fine, man. Damn.
From the head
Damn,
to all the way
son.
to the bottom of my toes, bro.
I imagine,
And I was
son.
just like,
wow. Yeah.
bro, I was like this. I was like, I was the one who picked you up that day. Bro, and that girl busted out crying like if her mother
That
just
is
died.
crazy.
Bro, I was like,
Son.
the second time in my life I've ever started crying on a call like that. Second time. The first one was with her. The second one was with her.
Hopefully he never sees you again. Why you making my friend cry? No, I'm just kidding. Nah, my nigga, it's traumatic. Yeah, man.
Dude, I had to walk out.
That story
I had to
right
walk
there
out, and
fucked me up.
I put my professionalism, my skills, everything into the toilet that shift because I had to walk out. My partner Chris goes, "Yo, bro, you good?" And I was like, "No, bro.
It's not easy what you do, brother. No.
I am actually not good.
Wow,
and the reason
son.
I am not good is because I picked up this little girl when I was 20-something years old. I'm a 38-year-old man, and I'm seeing her as a grown woman. And I feel like for a moment there, I was her father. Bro, we connected like you wouldn't be. As a matter of fact, I stayed in the back of the ambulance with her the whole ride to the hospital. The whole ride to the hospital. And then I started questioning her a little bit. I'm going to stay with you no matter what. I'm not leaving you this time. I'm not leaving you this time. And she goes, and I go to her, so where's your mom? How's your mom doing? How's everything? She abandoned me after I lost my arm.
What the? Come on, man. Bro, a baby?
Abandoned. She had left my
What
father.
a cunt piece of shit,
Bro,
bitch.
If you're a man and you don't cry after something like that, you have no soul. And I stayed with her to the whole, during the whole trip to the hospital, man. And it was one of those moments I was like, bro, if there is a God, if there is angels, if angels do exist, if God does exist, he was with me that day. He put me there. There's no way that's a coincidence, bro. That's very deep.
And hold on, so
what are the chances?
Hold on, what town did it happen? Give me a second. What town did it happen?
Bergen.
North Bergen.
When
The first time
was in
West New York. So this time, then that's crazy because you weren't even supposed to be there.
I wasn't.
That's crazy, man.
I was actually the other truck, the south truck.
Damn,
And,
son. Wow. That's an amazing story. Now, did you remain in contact with her in any way?
I did
or-
not.
No.
I did not because I was so screwed up by the whole situation that I didn't want to add any additional stress to her.
Nah,
She
I
was
get
pregnant,
it.
bro. She has no arm. She had, well, it's pretty much
She has a
from
nub.
from the elbow down.
nub, yeah.
So
Pobrecita.
that girl's probably had to learn how to do everything from scratch. I mean, even though she was 3, so you're kind of young.
Nah, she's used to it. I know. Actually, another chick that, and it's funny that she's probably around that age, probably a little older than that now, of course, or whatever, just whatever. That I met a while ago, and it's funny because I think she was born like that though. It's different, and she's a very pretty chick. She's actually hot. It's just I guess she was born with the nub situation. I don't know if that's a good way to say it. I think it's a nub.
What's the
correct
the
term?
politically correct?
It's
way
got
of
to be
saying,
nub. Nub's got to be the one. It can't be anything. What else can you call it?
Yeah, I mean,
It's shit. But whatever. Very pretty chick, and yeah. I totally forgot what the fuck I was going out with that. But yeah, man, Pobrecita, she, my point is, she's used to it. She lives with it. As a matter of fact, I even asked her, can I squeeze it a little bit to check it out? It was the weirdest thing.
I think you did that for your own sexual.
I was like,
Can I squeeze? Can I squeeze your amputation?
oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm not a freak like that.
like
I'm
you
into
could be a victim
regular
to the
sex.
jerk.
My favorite position is missionary. Like, to be honest, because there's the titties I can make out. There's everything there. Everything's right there. And I like everything else too. I end off giving back shots, but the fun part is I like to make out at things, man. Let's fucking get the missionary. That's where it goes.
Let's get to.
Yeah. Let's get to the missionary.
do it.
That's where we do everything. We enjoy each other's company. I'm not trying to hide from you, girl. I want to see them eyes. You did.
Look at
Yeah, hey, man. At the end of the day.
Getting all Bernie Mac up in here.
Nah, you know what? Like I said, this is my podcast, and I speak honestly. If I have something I'm going to say, I'm just going to say it. I'm not going to fucking be all shy about it because we're all adults. Like, this is an adults podcast.
Absolutely.
This is not for kids. I'm not inviting no kids to watch this shit. I don't want kids to watch this shit. I want 18 and up. If you're a fucking adult, fuck with me. If you're not an adult, get your ass out of here, man. ASAP.
Out.
Yeah.
Afuera.
When you grow up, watch the old episodes and keep fucking with me. But yo, my nigga, that story right there.
Wow, right?
Even though I this is who I am, nigga. I kind of look for. I light up things, man. I'm not trying to be a downer and anything. But
it's all good,
my nigga. It's an amazing story, and it's amazing to see. I'm glad that you actually got to see that she was good. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? It was a load off my chest in a sense. I mean, I didn't think about her like that. I always thought about the story. I did think about her, dude. I thought about her, but not like I was always in the back of my head. I was always wondering, man, ¿qué le pasó a esta chica? Like, what happened with her life? Is she okay? Does she have depression now? Is she on drugs? But she
looked fine. It's just she had a
no,
bad
it's not.
situation
It's
with her
not
husband.
even about fine. It was just like she was just a pregnant 20-something-year-old girl.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's just that.
No, she didn't look. I mean, like, I didn't mean fine like sexy. I mean fine like she looked
fine. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, like
She
she
was
was
just,
good. I'm not thinking about that.
Oh, I thought you meant
girl.
fine.
No. That's not a thought of her at
no.
all. Because this is a situation that.
Yeah.
No, we're not thinking about that.
So she was fine in the sense she had a boyfriend. She was pregnant. She had an
living-
apartment.
Yeah, she
And
was
she
eating
was
food and she was good.
Yeah.
And now having a baby, and hopefully she's doing, better now than that day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I hope so, man, because she was stressing that day, man.
Yeah, man, that shit is foul as hell. Now, we spoke a little bit about the EMT shit. Spoke about high school. Let's get into that travel, man. Like you be traveling, man. When did you start traveling? Let's go with how you started, because you travel. You've been to like the 7 wonders of the world and shit like that? Or have you? Because you seem to travel a lot. Or is this a new thing for you?
No. I've been traveling since I was about 20 years old.
Started traveling.
So
First place was?
Believe it or not, it's simple Puerto Rico.
None.
Puerto Rico.
What are you? You Puerto Rican or Cuban?
Cuban. So, yeah, man, I started traveling. My first trip was with my, out of the country was definitely with my uncle. He invited me to Puerto Rico with his wife. And I loved it,
That's what's up, man.
I loved it, man. And it was fantastic. And, but when I really, really got the travel bug, when I was like, I think I want to do this like a lot.
Yeah.
Is when I traveled to Greece back in probably like 2004.
Yo, give me a little like a synopsis of how Greece was. What's the feel like? What's the vibe? And is it something you could go to now? Are they at war or some shit like that? You can't even go over there?
No, I mean Greek. I know for the last 10 years, and of course, this is just based on what I've read and by my experience of going there. Yeah. Greece has been in like the shitter as far as the economy is concerned. So.
Oh no, you don't want to go to places like that. You can get kidnapped, my nigga. They think you got money.
So pretty much everybody's been bailing out Greece for a number of years now. Well, that's like the big powers in Europe, Germany, England, countries like that. When I went, I didn't really travel around the country. I just stuck to Athens, and then we moved around a little bit around Athens. So I can't give you really a good
the vibes out there. You know what I'm saying? You didn't go and hit the streets and hit the like open scene bars and none of that.
But I was
only in Athens.
So I was limited to Athens. So let me explain to you something a little bit about Athens. So it's the most spookiest city that you could see at night. The most spookiest I've ever seen at night, out of all the countries I've been to. Athens to me at night looks something like out of anime. Lights, not a lot of cars, and a lot of like weird shit that goes on.
Oh, you could do graffiti all the time, all night.
There's graffiti. Well,
I imagine the graffiti out there must be.
You won't see like people physically doing it.
But
you could be like,
graph niggas stay high. I don't know if you watched a lot of my episodes, but I do a lot of graph niggas and I love graffiti. So that's why that's so shit. If I ever go out there, I might come out of retirement and hit some stuff. Yeah. If I ever do, maybe I don't know because I'm gonna be with the family if I can go. Now keep going with the night stuff. So what are you seeing that's weird? You seeing bums butt fucking each other? Like what's happening over there?
No, so Athens is really good with their nightlife and going to strip clubs and all that stuff. They probably had some of the best I've ever seen.
Strip clubs.
And like.
Nah, they cannot beat New York. I'm not a strip club goer though, so I can't tell you. Because New York probably has like the most beautiful women in the world.
Well, New York has also changed in the last 20 years.
Yeah, these are facts. Nah, go ahead. Don't fucking listen to me, dog. Fucking.
So
I don't frequent strip
Athens was dope, man. I mean, at night, man, we partied and there's a ton of places to see women dancing and what the crazy thing about Europe.
You went single or you went with a wifey at that time?
I went with my brother.
Oh, nice. So you guys got laid. These guys are doing plenty of fucking. My man, get in there.
Yeah.
Get in there, bro.
So a lot of good times, a lot of clubs, a lot of sightseeing, man. That's like you got the Acropolis there, man. You got
Acropolis,
ancient Agora. That's like the foundation of philosophy over there, man. Where where politics started. So Greece is definitely a dope place to put on your list as far as you want to travel, man. But Athens, I was lukewarm about how I really felt about it.
All right, so the nightlife, you're saying it just felt like you could get robbed or hurt or something.
Nightlife, I was concerned for my well-being.
Yeah, let's just say I get it, yeah.
I'm not going to say that there's people with guns, but there's people that are...
With knives? And there's knives everywhere, and you could get robbed.
Man, this is my own assessment of the city. I'm sure people said, man, I went to Greece 15 years ago and it was completely fine. Maybe you didn't you didn't hit up the same parts that I did.
Just like people that go to Dominican Republic and bad shit happens to them. Yeah, and there's people that go over there and they go into the hood and shit and they be chilling. But that's not. Listen, man, you're gambling. When you go to a third world country, there might be that one nigga that don't give a fuck that you're a tourist, nigga. He wants to hurt you because he ain't happy you there, man. You fucking they bitches. You over here spending money. You're getting all this attention, and that nigga's been there all this time. And you fuck around and fuck one of their sisters or something. And these niggas are weirdo and shit. He's like watching his sister's pussy or something. Like that nigga's a weirdo. You might get murked out there. So when you're in other countries, people need to also respect the culture and respect the local vibes. You don't know who's who and what's what because nothing is like it seems. It seems to be when you're not from somewhere, especially when there's places con tigueraje, which is not just Dominican Republic, it's everywhere.
Yeah, and we ended up getting robbed over there by the strip club owners because we kind of got like trapped. So we walk into the strip club. Man.
Oh, that's a thing. They do that in other countries. Go.
We walk into the strip club, and automatically it's like DR, bro. The women just flood to you, like they see money.
It's too
Ding,
much.
ding, 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 ding. They see like ching, ching, ching. So they flood to us, and my brother's like, "Be careful," because my brother is a little older than me. He says, "Be careful." And
it's funny. I don't know your brother, but
it's my older brother.
yeah, I mean, of course, because you said he was older.
The North and South thing is the North and South thing is coming back to haunt me.
No, I fucking love. Hey, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna get you, nigga, every time.
Get me, baby.
You gotta relax. Now get in there, right? You want to
Obviously, he's older than you.
get in
Thank
there.
you, teacher.
My nigga. That's why I wanted you here. Get in there, man. So they fucking
Smack me. No, I'm
they locked you in the fucking strip club so that you couldn't get out. So what happened?
Not even. Bro,
how many other were you fingering? What were you doing?
Bro, get locked up, bro. They might have to be a nice story, bro.
Get in there. No, I gotta cut through things, nigga. Get in there.
Cut it. But let me finish. Oh yeah. So they flood to us, right? My brother's like, "Yo, be careful. We're not in Jersey anymore. We're not in Kansas anymore."
Facts.
So I was like, "Bro, be careful, bro. I'm gonna have a good time."
I got this.
Maybe I should have listened to him.
You should.
So we sit down at this little table, and like all these European women come around us.
Fine as hell, I guarantee you.
Unbelievably gorgeous.
Yeah.
They sit down with us, and my brother's like apprehensive. I was like, "Bro, just have a good time. Sit down. They're just chilling."
He's watching these bitches. He understood what's gang.
Bro. So I'm like, there's no cash on me. I gotta go to the ATM still. You know, the ATM, I can't give you your money. They went in there with a goal. The goal was to just say yes to something. And they said, "You want to buy us a drink?" And I said, "Sure, why not?" A drink.
A drink is a bottle.
They bring back, my brother was like, "Fuck it, buy him a drink. Let's do it." They bring back a little bottle of Moet. This big. This big.
Oh, these hoes.
Hector, when I tell you it's the size of this cup.
I believe you, sir. And
so I was like, "Está bien?"
Oh, $50. What were you thinking?
Bro.
What were you thinking you were going to spend? Give me a ballpark number.
This is what I thought. I saw a bottle of Moet. I automatically thought, it can't be more than $50. All right, we learned our lesson. We move forward. I'm not going to do that again. So we have a few Coronas, and we have a few shots. Bro, my brother goes, "Let's get out of here, bro. It's not even fun anymore. If they're going to be like hacking us for drink, being on top of us for drinks."
Yeah, you see, I would have bounced right away. I'd be like, but you're young.
But we bounced.
Good move.
Listen, we get to because the way it happened at that particular strip club is that we pay the tab once we leave. We don't pay to the dancer. Todo está controlado ahí.
Yeah,
bro.
that's fucked up.
Everything's
They're setting you
controlado.
up.
Set up, bro. Set up. I think they locked the doors and threw away the key as we were trying to get out. So we go. The guy goes, 500 euros.
Nigga, 500 euros. What is it? That sounds a lot. Like a lot. Like it's more than $500.
So think about it. Back then, the euro was at 130. So when I went, for every US dollar, you would get 135 euro. So more or less, man, just around let's say $600.
Oh, okay, go.
So I think so. Sorry, my foreign exchange.
Hey, whatever.
I can't do the numbers in my head.
It's still a lot of fucking money.
A little money. My brother
for
goes,
whatever you did. You had a couple Coronas, a fucking midget Moet,
yeah, a midget,
and a couple shots.
Two midget
Moets.
So
no lap dances.
No lap dances. So we go out. He's charging us some ridiculous fucking amount, like $250 for each Moet. And my brother's like, "Well, we're not paying it." And I was like, "Jose, yeah, that's cool and shit, because I'm down with not paying."
We're in a different country. We're gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, we're
fuck
like,
you guys
we're
up.
like in Greece, and like the the situation escalated really quickly. So my brother goes, "We're not paying it. We're not even from here. We didn't even accept that. We didn't know you guys were bringing Moet." He's like, "Well, you accepted the drinks, didn't you?" And I was like, "Yeah, we did, but we didn't know it was going to be Moet." He's like, "Well, you're paying her. I'm not letting you out of here." I was like, my brother goes, "Well, we're not paying it, and we are getting out of here." And the guy goes, "No, you're not. Bro, Eras un toque así.
Oh, no. And I already knew this was coming.
Bro.
Who came out?
Bro, some huge Polish motherfucker.
Willing to punch you in the face.
With a watch.
Waiting.
See that watch you got right there?
Yeah.
Like 2 times thicker than that.
A clock.
A ring, like this big.
Couldn't wait to punch you in the face.
Bro, and I was just like, I'm going to die in my first trip to Europe. I'm going to die in Greece. Facts. Yo me voy a morir in a fucking...
Yeah.
In a place that I'm used to.
Oh,
in a place run by people who do diners. By Greeks.
Yo, shit, son.
that have diners as restaurants.
All right.
Back then, because my mentality was just like a kid. You know, I'm like, that's what I knew Greeks
Yeah, but
were.
what if you would have punched a nigga, bah, and dropped them in front of everybody?
Bro, I wasn't punching anybody.
Because, yo, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. But those guys, man, those
Bro, I
big
was
Polish
a weakling.
guys.
I was a weakling. So
And
my
then
brother,
you was a slim guy back in the days.
very slim.
Yes.
And my brother goes, well, we're not paying it. He was like, well, we're going to have to take care of you then. And I was like, yo, Jose, man, like, let's negotiate this shit.
What do you mean, wash dishes? I
I was like, do you want us to
dishes?
clean up the tables or something? I will do that. I'll wipe the shit off their asses, off of the strippers' asses,
Yikes.
when they fart. But, bro, my brother somehow negotiated that shit down to like 300. And I was like, bro, I'll give you 150. Let's get the fuck out of here. Bro, we hailed the first cab we saw and got right back to the
And that cab robbed you. No, I'm just kidding.
Moving forward, be careful at the strip clubs.
Do you know
It's
what?
all a fucking racket.
I feel like I
like playing
wouldn't
poker.
want to go to a strip club in Athens. It just sounds shady. Athens, the word itself sounds pretty shady, sir.
Athenia.
Yeah, it just feels like there's a lot of like butt fucking and weird shit happening.
Butt fucking.
Isn't that like Rome? Rome is Greece and shit too? Or no?
No, Rome is.
All right, look, I have
Italy.
no geography.
Italia.
All right, whatever, bro. All them niggas with the fucking their Roman empires and Caesar heads. Them niggas is all gay as fuck. We're all gay as fuck. They were wild dudes. All they could do is fight each other and fuck each other. There was women running rampant in the streets just fucking the slaves.
So yeah, man, great. That was.
Don't just leave my conversation about the Greek women fucking the slaves, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You're gonna become inappropriate with me here today at some point, nigga.
I'm gonna say fuck it, let's do it. You want to talk about fucking? Let's talk about.
No, get in there, man. I don't.
You ready or you not ready?
I feel like it was gonna get crazier. Nah, but
You're lucky I'm not drinking with you.
Yeah.
We'll be doing a match here. Come on,
Yeah.
let's see who's stronger.
No, I don't
I'm
want to
kidding,
do that,
bro. I'm
man.
kidding.
I don't.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt nobody in the podcast, even though
Hit
you've
me
probably
with a
been
skate
doing.
upside
I have
my
to, nigga. You're in my house. I cannot be taking L's in the crib. This is not the place to fight Hector. You will get hurt because
Bro, those
not that I'm
walls
saying.
look like they could break heads.
Oh yeah, this right here. This is 100% brick, straight from Brooklyn, better known as Crooklyn. Whatever. Moving on. Nah, but yo, son, fucking. So damn, son. So how did Because we're all about to hit an hour, son. I guess we're not gonna get into every trip, but at the end of the day, you're gonna come back again.
Baby.
Yeah.
There's always a part
Yeah.
two.
You could come
Part
back
3, part
anytime.
4, part 5.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not even. It's just a thing, man. Just come through and hang out, man. Anytime. But yeah, fucking. What was I gonna say? Oh, so after that, how did the rest of your trip go? What were you doing? What did you do? Because I know you were gonna tread lightly after that, of course.
Tread lightly for sure. Watch how I spend my money. Going to strip club, man. Because I'm 20-something years old, man. You know I'm gonna go to strip club. You know I'm gonna go to strip club.
I'm just trying to get laid anywhere I'm at.
Bro.
At that age, I'm just trying to fuck.
Bro,
everywhere I was,
we're going to strip club.
I'm fucking.
I don't care.
Yeah.
We just got to be more
Yeah,
careful.
yeah,
next time.
yeah,
You
that's
can't be
crazy.
going into these shady and La Quina dark lit.
But you see, for me, strip clubs were never a place. I can count strip clubs. How many times I've been? Probably on one hand, maybe two, like maybe 7 times. Between 7 to 4 times I've been to a strip club because I'm not that guy. I'm not interested.
It's all good, bro.
I
You
just
have
don't
to be.
know. I love to see bitches and I want to see all that. But my thing is that, you know what? I'm over here catching boners for nothing. And all they do is grab, they're there and they're just grabbing your dick and shit.
It all depends
And
where
you're
you go to, bro.
Yeah, but what am I going to do? I'm not going to get no pussy there, to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
You got to go to the right place. You're going to the wrong places, my brother.
Well, you know what it is?
I mean, you're obviously not, bro. You're married. You're married.
Yeah, I'm married.
You're married, man.
I'm definitely going to
Obviously,
do that.
We're not going to be having this conversation as far like you could go down the corner.
No.
You know
It's
what
not
I mean?
that. Even if I was single, I would. All right, so let me just say, I could probably bag a stripper. I think.
I'm not saying you can't.
I'm not saying every club or anything, but I think I could bag one. I think I can, and not spend a lot, because you know what? Just be nice. Be sociable,
yourself, like you are.
Yeah, just like, because I've noticed that when I've gone the couple times I've been social, and I got this chick fucking grabbing my strap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just, and it's like I feel like, hey man, I feel like I could fuck this chick, because I'm not giving her shit. I haven't given her money like that. Like, I probably give her like $3 in the last fucking 20 minutes. And I've been enjoying this more than she has. I'm over here grabbing ass and getting my cock touched.
Is just like any other business.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
They're just trying to get their money, man.
Now,
and you know what? Make your paper, boo.
Yeah, do your thing. But that's my thing. For me personally, not that I'm cheap. I just feel like it's a waste of my money, man. I can't be giving. What am I doing? I'm giving you money to do something that I could get for free.
Absolutely.
All the time, anytime.
But that's our mentality now especially that we're older. But at 20-something, bro, I see tetas and I'm just like, ah!
And then on top of that,
and then you got
I don't know what to do. I don't know how much to give. It's an awkward situation. Well, one time I gave a bitch $20 just for being around. I was like, here.
Well, that's just like, yeah. I mean, it's wild,
I'm
man.
Too shy,
when you're in your 20s, you go to a strip club. Right now, like, you're 40-year-old man, you go to a strip club. There's something missing in your life. And I'm not passing judgment.
No, don't say that.
Wait. I'm not passing judgment.
They're
but
gonna get jumped somewhere.
Yeah, we're gonna go into the 40-year-old.
I can't go to strip club, nigga.
What are you trying to say,
boy?
There's something missing in my life. Nah, what I'm trying. You know what, bro? What I'm saying is that when you're going to a strip club at 40, you're either divorced, you can't get a woman, or you're just like, fuck it, I have no respect for the girl.
Or if I have money now, or you have money, because it's fun to be around women, dog. It's just fun.
Absolutely.
I love.
Or you got a lot of money, like you're the Drake,
and you're like,
Drakes of the world,
you're like whatever. And I just want to see bitches bounce their ass, and I just want to drink and act like I'm not even paying attention. Right. And then at the end of the day, I'm gonna fuck one or two of them, because that's just what it is.
Like, you're single, you're gonna be like, all right, I'm single. Let's go to a strip club. Not necessarily.
I don't even know how to be single anymore, bro.
How long you been married?
I've been married 4 years, I think, or 5, something like that. But I've been with her all together 12 years. So I haven't been out fucking around, man. I haven't done anything. I haven't been doing shit. So I don't even know how to take a bitch on a date. I could take my wife on a date, because we're just gonna plan it out. Be like, yo, we're gonna go do this real quick. All right, let's go do that. That's it. If not, we're just gonna chill and do us. You know what I'm saying? Marico, nigga. Ahí marisco.
Una langosta ahí.
Langota, nigga. What's gonna happen to me, nigga? We're going to the hospital. I'll be hitting you up. Hey, pick me up, nigga. I'm legit.
Where are you going?
Pick me up, nigga. You're gonna take me to the hospital, bro. You're EMT, right? You gotta get me there, or EMS, whatever it is called, bro. Nah, but yeah, I just, it's been so long since I've been single and shit, so I don't know how to get bitches.
It's all good, bro.
But it's real easy now. I see it.
It's easy.
My nigga, it's so easy.
You gotta have a good Instagram page, and you're good.
Yeah, and I do. But I'm just saying, like, that was too cocky and too bullshit. I'm just, you know what?
Yeah, we're full of shit.
I'm not as cocky as I act, and not really. I feel myself. You should feel. Everybody should. Love themselves.
Absolutely.
Love yourself, because you know what? If you don't love yourself, nobody's gonna love you.
Nope.
If you don't show self-worth, people ain't gonna see you as you worthy of.
You gotta shine, baby.
Facts.
You gotta shine all day, every day.
Facts, sir.
People feed off that energy. How do you think I fed off of yours? I saw your energy. I said, I'm going on this podcast, baby.
My nigga.
What do you think? That if you were just like a humdrum kind of guy, you think I was gonna come on your podcast?
Yeah, nah.
No, I came for you. I don't come for the podcast. I came for you because of the energy that you create in your podcast. If you were like, well, today we're gonna talk about the weather. How's the weather, Jesse?
Yeah.
How was your drive over here? So you drive a 2007 Camry.
This is 2007. We're over here at
got a lot of mileage.
WPOS 59-10726. We're here. It's 97 degrees out in fucking Florida right now. Hey, sir. Hey, man. How you doing, bud? Hey, man. How's the golf team going on?
It's good. You know, the weather's kind of crazy, but the drive, people fucking piss me off and shit like that.
Are there a bunch of these coming at you?
Yeah, a bunch of these. A bunch of these. Hey, what'd you say, hey?
Zerbert.
Subia. There's a fat man that's been on my mind all the time. Subia.
Yo, I'm gonna get sued. I'm gonna have to.
Yo, if you make money on this, bro, we're gonna have to,
he might
do something about it.
That nigga might hear this and be like, yo, they're shaming my name in this episode. I might need a cut. Nah.
Fucking Subia, bro. Dude, you know, the only thing I enjoyed about taking English with him is that the fact that he showed us Romeo and Juliet in black and white. I enjoyed that. And he was really good at explaining
He was a good teacher. He was a good teacher.
The importance
Absolutely.
of theater.
Yeah, he was a good teacher. I don't remember none of that. None of that.
I did.
I was fucking
I was
high
the-
all the time.
I was the nerd.
fucking stoned the whole time, man. Fuck all this, man. I'm excited to be here. And shit.
Damn, I just thought about the Josh you were talking about. The one with the glasses, that Spanish kid, smoked weed all day.
No,
Coño.
not him.
There's another Josh.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, but shout out to the one that I was talking to because I follow him on
Josh.
Instagram. He's in the military and shit. Him, his wife, and his kids, they're all over the world and shit, representing America and holding it down. At Jaffo's journey and shit. And I think, did I fuck up his name? Is his name Jeffrey? No, his name is Josh. Whatever, nigga. When you see the episode, let me know, nigga. I'm so sorry, bro. It's just so many years since I've seen you, and your name on your thing says Jaffo's journey. So, and my thing is Jaffo. That's my nigga Jaffo, and that nigga's the man because he's an awesome cat. Regardless, it is what it is
what's up.
and shit. But yeah, nigga.
Shout out to Josh, bro.
Yeah. Yo, so getting back to your trip. All right, so. After that, you treaded lightly. And then now, in other countries, did you have any other type of scares or you kind of like figured out, let me fucking stay inside the lines?
Well, I've tried to stay inside the lines, but, you know, because
You
of
kind
the
of want to.
type,
Yeah.
I guess we would be type A personalities that we have, that you and I share, we're always going to be free-spirited.
Facts.
We're always going to be like, fuck it, let's go.
I feel like I could chill anywywhere. I could go
I
chill
feel
in
like
the
you
middle
can
of the
chill
Bronx, in the
anywhere.
hood, and I could go chill with the richest motherfuckers. I could chill
Yeah, bro.
and I will be the same person. And people will
But
be like,
that's
"Yo,
how you got to be, bro.
this is
Be
who this
yourself.
guy is." That's it.
That's
'Cause
the first thing they tell you in comedy. Be yourself. And I'm here trying to write material down. They're like, you could write material down, man, but just let it flow. Let it flow. That's how people are going to love you. And, of course, I got up there, and I was just like, well, today, you know, I went through the drive-thru. You ever tried that chicken sandwich? It's a great chicken sandwich. I don't know why everybody's going over so crazy over it.
Oh,
Somebody
man.
died today, Omar.
Nigga, I'm cringing right now just imagining that moment right there. This moment. I'm cringing just listening to that. Imagine
about
you
it.
being up on stage doing that.
Imagine that.
Yikes. But you know what? It takes a fucking bag of balls to do that, though.
Bro, I did it in front of
100.
100 people in the city.
So what made you just get into that, I guess, now? Like, what made you stop, or do you
Well, I
still
did
want
it.
to
I
do
only
it?
did
What's
it.
up?
I only
I
did-
love comedy.
I only did it for a very short period, and I did open mics. I actually took a course, a stand-up comedy course. With shout out to Corey Kahaney. You know who you are. She's eventually gonna see this. She's still a stand-up comedian. She's doing shows left and right here and there.
Shout out, Corey. Come to the show. If you're a
Corey.
comedian, I love comedians, so come to the show, girl.
Corey Kahaney.
And I haven't had many women on, so it'd be dope to have a
She was
a chick.
wonderful, man. She taught me all the tips and tricks of how to be a good stand-up comedian, how to be yourself, how to stop the stage fright or attempt to limit the stage fright. And she was wonderful, man. I took it with like 10 other students, and we just went up into the...
So there's
you
a
know,
formula to this comedy thing.
there is a formula you kind of should follow, but not everybody follows.
Just like in rapping, it's like I think it's something like there's a formula to making a song, a rap song. I think it's something like verse, hook, bridge,
I have no
hook,
idea.
whatever it is. I don't know what it is and shit. And and how to rhyme is to do a punchline. You know, whatever it is. I wrote it down and shit. But hold up, what time is it?
No, we're good. We're good with time.
Oh yeah, we're very
wonderful
good. We're
with
very
time.
good with time. Wow.
We're really good with
Yeah,
time.
yeah. I mean, I guess
As
we're
long,
probably
as,
gonna
long as
go
you want
over.
to go, baby.
No, we're
as
gonna
long
go.
as I get to
Yeah.
work done.
Yeah. No,
But
that's all good, my G.
yeah. No, there's a formula to follow rap, but man,
No, but fuck rap. We're talking about comedy
we're
right
listening
now.
to comedy,
No,
comedy.
yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause I know
yeah.
there's a formula. No, I'm just saying that there's a formula for
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Is there a formula for things like even when you're with the fucking comedy, which it's funny because comedy and rap both have punchlines. You know what I'm saying? Because even Fabulous, you know, he's not battling anybody, but he has a punchline to what he's saying, which
Okay.
he's the best at doing.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
That's what it is for comedy. Like there's a build up, bring it down, build it up, and bow. Yeah. No. I'm not talking. Now I'm going back to comedy. I'm going back to
No,
comedy.
I just thought about Fabulous, bro.
But yo,
you got me. I'm
No,
Fabulous. I was like,
Fabulous,
damn, I love Fabulous.
Nigga, that's my nigga right there. If that nigga was to come down here and chill at my basement, man, and come just have a drink with the kid, that'd be dope. Hey, yo, Fabulous, come to the show, nigga.
Yo,
we
Fab.
fuck with you, man. We here in Jersey.
Yo,
We here in
Fab.
Jersey too.
Make
I
it
see
through.
you at ringside sometimes,
Come
nigga.
through.
Holla, B. Word. Yo, shout anybody, let that nigga know to come through, man. Like, comment, subscribe also, man. We're on YouTube. We're on everywhere, man. Everywhere. You can listen to me on your iPod. Who has an iPod? I don't know. But listen to me on it. Listen to me on everything.
Isn't he a local guy? Isn't he from New York?
Yeah, he's from New York, but he lives in Jersey. That
so
nigga
you
lives
could
in
definitely
Jersey,
get him.
somewhere in Dumont or something like that. I don't.
You could definitely get him.
He lives around here because I've seen him around here. He be pushing a big body Benz. He be pushing a nice
really?
whip. Yeah, he pushing a lot of cars. Of course, he's not just gonna be pushing one car. But I saw him in a nice big body Benz, man. Like that. And my point in saying what he's pushing is just that nigga's not out here faking jacks. That nigga's really balling. He out here looking
He's
good.
a half Dominican, I think, too.
Yeah, but he don't represent Dominican, so it's all good. That's not what he wants. I guess his father. I think it's from his father. So his father probably abandoned him. So he probably like,
He's
yo,
like,
fuck that nigga. I'm not gonna rep that.
Dominicans, right?
I'm black, nigga. I fuck with my parents,
Right,
my mom,
right,
my mom.
right,
So
right,
I think that's what it is. He hasn't spoken about it, and I wouldn't even ask him about it if he came over. It would just be more of this, chilling.
Yeah. So getting back to
Your travels,
traveling. So so after Greece, man, I got the travel bug, man, and ever since I haven't stopped then, man. And
name a couple of interesting countries that you've been to, like the most interesting, and then give me because of course we can't get into every fucking.
So
story.
before I
give
go
me
into
your best. Go.
yeah, so I got like my top 5
Okay.
out of the 30 that I've been to.
Yeah.
We got bugs in here.
What the fuck is going on here?
So
Smirk that nigga.
So I got my top 5 that I'd like to definitely visit again.
Oh yeah.
So Cuba. Oh, you got the weapon, bro, just in case shit goes down.
Bug assault.
Bang, bang. Beep, 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 beep. Cuba, definitely. Got to represent my people. I wouldn't say it's number 1, but it's definitely at least number 3.
Let me ask you something. I was
Yeah,
watching
go
something
ahead.
also about Cuba because now you're going to name countries. I'm going to ask you about them, or I might not, but this one I am. I was literally watching something on Vice right now, like last night, as a matter of fact, and they were talking about how when you go to Cuba right now, like they're like, yo, don't believe everything you hear about Cuba. You go over there. It's a miserable time. Meaning the people are great, which are the people.
Yeah,
They're
people are in high
fucking
spirits.
wonderful, the most wonderful, nice people you're gonna meet, right?
Yeah.
But my nigga, to get gas, you have to wait in line for 8 hours unless you know somebody or something like that. To grocery shop, you gotta fucking run and shop. It's chaos. It's not like you can just walk into a store like we do.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, Cubans don't drive cars like we do. They have cars that have been inherited by their family. So it's not like as a Cuban you can't just go out and quiero ese carro. It doesn't work like that. Cubans have cars because they've inherited post-Cuban Revolution. So if you see somebody rolling with a 1957 Chevy, it's because that was his great-grandfather's
No, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
From then, yeah.
So for us tourists that go, like if you and I were to go tomorrow, we get a car, we'll get gas, no problem. We're not gonna have to make no line, but it's probably gonna be like an interesting experience. It's not like $2 on pump one, please. No, bro, you gotta find the guy. When you find the guy,
that knows the guy. Yeah, I saw that.
you gotta make sure that he accepts the money that we get as tourists, which in 2009 was a COC. It's called a convertible, and because if you have pesos, they might not accept it. And then when you find the guy, he's probably not even there, like part-time. He's there a lo loco ahí. So that's the kind of place Cuba is. And then like,
no, I'm just saying, like, is the trip miserable?
no, it wasn't.
Like
no.
that documentary said. I'm only asking you because you've been there. I ain't been there, and of course, I don't feel either way about it because I'm not Cuban or anything. I just would wish them people to live good. To be honest,
Well,
that's it.
The thing is with Cuba is that in this country, we're quick to call like people who are affiliated with other political parties socialist and communist. And, I kind of feel some type of way about that.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. So go ahead.
Because in order to look at my freaking...
for you. Also, we can do that too. Either way.
My grammar is a little shot. I lost my train of thought.
I drink, you get drunk. Now that you said that you have a problem with people talking about communism and
so in order for
socialism.
you like to understand what communism is and socialism is, you have to visit a socialist country. Socialist, communist country. Which Cuba is a communist country. So the thing is, is that people are quick to say that, but haven't been to a country like Cuba and experienced it firsthand. And it's just a different way of living, man. The government.
Do you agree with it? Do you think it's okay?
Well, I'm going to give you my take on it. So, in a perfect world, which we don't live in.
No, never.
Socialism would work.
Where everybody has the same things.
Well, I'm going to tell you why.
Our own personal
I'm going to tell you why. Because there's no competition to get more things. So that has a damage on your psychology, or the way. But
would you be able to build on that? On that social? Is that? Can you build up on that?
You can't build up on that. You're even
just what
Steven.
you got. Everybody
You're even
got.
Steven.
Oh hell no.
So it affects the psychology of how you think about material wealth.
Yeah. So
because there is no means for competition and material possessions, people don't fight for it. So, and everybody's in tune with each other.
Yeah, but now you got people controlling how much you get and all that shit.
But that's why the people their spirits are so high when they're in Cuba, because they're all about themselves, being around family, partying with whatever little entrada they have. You know what I mean? It's not about, yo, I got this new sweater, bro, check it out. No. If they have a new sweater, it's because somebody from Miami or Union City sent it to them. If they have Jordans like that, which they do, it's because somebody sent it to them. Nobody has any of that shit.
They get murdered. They
Tú
get
estás en
stabbed
chancleta.
en la clarinete.
Tú estás en chancleta and shorts all fucking day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So materialism affects you psychologically.
It does.
Because right now, if I see that hat, I like it. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go find out what lids you got it at.
Yeah, and buy it. Oh, I thought
So
you were
that
trying to rob me. I was about to pull out the knife, nigga. I was
You
like,
were
you're
like,
not gonna do
"Blah,
none
blah,
of that. You're not gonna do none of that right now.
Oh,
son.
tú siempre tienes cuchillo ahí, tigre. Oye, coñazo.
You're gonna do none of that. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you my nigga.
This is getting dangerous here.
No,
I'm
it's
gonna
not
have to cut this short.
Nah,
Man, I know you for 20 years, man. How you gonna do that for me?
nigga?
Man, I haven't seen
Yeah, but
you
how
in
you gonna
20
rob me, nigga? How you gonna rob me?
He's like, I thought you were gonna rob me.
Yeah, nigga. Nah.
Nah, brother, but so there's no means for people to compete against each other. So because there's no means
I
for,
can see the
you see the logic behind it,
behind
the
that point.
system.
Yeah, behind wanting that, but it's like also
No, bro, we're
if I'm smarter than you and I work harder than you,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have the same as
Well,
you. I should have more than you.
That's the thing. You can't just find a job like that too.
Yeah.
Like for example, like we met this waitress, right? Yo, and she told me, and we were talking to, I was with my uncle at the time, and we were talking. I was like, yo, so like, you're waitress here. We started getting to know her a little bit, and she's like, yeah, I went to college for it.
Huh?
I was like, ¿qué? Get college, need college.
They
College
give
for
you
what?
they give you what to do over
Exactly. So
there. Who wants that?
you could be a doctor, you could be a lawyer, but you ain't gonna get paid like no doctor.
Yeah,
no
so
lawyer.
what do you think
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
do?
hitching rides as a lawyer.
I'm gonna be a murderer if I'm a doctor. Okay, let me surgeonize. If I hear this nigga was a child molester, I'm gonna cut something that's gonna bleed him out slowly.
Yeah.
Put them back together. Go die, nigga. Bitch.
So that's how it is. Like it's not that they necessarily choose your career path, but if you're gonna do something, it's gonna go into what they need.
Yeah, that's it.
You're
It's just-
contributing to
And if
the
you come from a
socialist
family of wrestlers,
structure.
they're gonna be like, yo, this nigga we could use it for the Olympic team. Like they use this nigga from the UFC, what's his name from the UFC? Cuban. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's never coming to the show anyway. Whatever his name is. Big Cuban motherfucker, just
Pepito.
a specimen of a man. Just all 100% muscle.
Now
Great.
I gotta look him up.
And he's a great wrestler. He's gonna fuck you up, but he's not the best, and he's gonna fight. He's got a good fight coming up, and I forgot his name. Sorry about that. Sorry,
I can
bud.
just imagine him talking in real life though.
Yeah.
Coño, serio, me contaste aquí, right?
No, he's throwing
Cógelo
knees
con
at you.
tiquirici,
And he's
eh.
trying to tackle you and wrestle you because Cubans,
Imagine him talking like
Cuba.
Scarface.
Hey man, what the fuck are you doing to me, man? Huh?
I'll break your face. I'll break your face.
I'm fucking.
I'll stop it like a cockroach. You're fuck Sosa.
Fuck. Hey man, fuck him. Hey, I never liked that guy.
I never liked that.
I never
If
liked
anything, he got my friend Angel killed. But
never-
that shit is history.
I never liked that guy.
You want to fuck with me? You start now. Let's go.
Never liked that guy.
All right, but yeah, man.
Shout out to Al Pacino.
Yeah, Al Pacino
for
man.
creating one of the best Cubans.
And I'm actually watching this show. Well, I finished watching it and ended like I'm like, huh? This show called Hunters that he's on and shit on Amazon and shit. It's pretty good.
Yeah, he's still killing it with that acting, bro.
Yeah, hey man, he's old as fuck, man. But you know what? He's lived
the truth, 15, bro. He's a legend, bro.
He's lived 15 lives, that guy. So let him be old and let him die when it's time to die.
He died
man.
in The Godfather and he's back.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, you still alive? I thought you died in The Godfather.
Nah, nigga.
Nah, he fucking fell
Just
off
like when you're a kid and you see a teacher somewhere, you're like, she's outside of school? Ain't this bitch supposed to be at school?
Aren't you supposed to be dead? I thought you were like 80 when
No. I'm talking about when you're a kid. You're a little kid. You're out with your mom at the grocery store. Yeah,
y eso que no estoy tomando whisky, el whiskazo, el trastazo.
All right, man. So before we end this shit,
man, this has been a wonderful.
Let me ask you. No, wait, don't get.
I don't want to end it.
Don't get all emotional, yet, bro.
I love you, bro.
I love you too, man. Now, because you go a lot of places, man, and you know I know you guys make a lot of money. Do you have any children, by the way? No, not to get too personal.
You know what? No, I don't have any children, and I'm not married yet.
But this nigga's out here just.
But I don't make a lot of money like that, bro. I just
But you travel, sir. Now, what's the trick to traveling? Because traveling is just about putting your credit card miles together. What is it, dog?
I could tell you right now.
Drop the knowledge.
I'm gonna tell you how scared I was to travel when I was young, and I thought for many years that I couldn't do it. Yeah. So traveling is not as expensive as people think, because I travel a lot, man, and people be like, man, you must be loaded, man. I said, bro, you and I do the exact same thing. And I'm talking about my comrades. I got into the whole Fidel Castro.
My comrades.
Go. No, to my coworkers and my friends and family. And I'd be like, no, man, I just put away a lot of money each month, pay my bills, do what I need to do, and then just put money away just for traveling. All
right, so you don't spend extra on your bullshit.
Nah, bro, I drive a 2007
You're not out here buying
with
extra dope Hirachis, because he got some dope Hirachis on his feet.
No, those were on sale, though, dog.
Bow.
Nike.com.
Nike.com. I'm saying, look
Clearance,
at that
Poppy.
Yeah, well, they're good. They're nice sneakers, bro.
And this is an Old Navy shirt.
Yeah,
I'm Old Navy jeans.
I'm a thrift shopper. I think. Oh, these are Levi's.
That's okay. Thrift.
Yeah, I'm a thrift shopper.
Thrift.
Yeah. This watch is not real gold, of course. It was not. I think it cost me. It's an Invicta. I think it cost me whatever it cost me. You look it up, bitch, and you find your own shit, nigga. But yeah, it's a freaking.
You
good
just
watch.
plug that watch. They better give us some money.
Yo, my nigga, I keep plugging people that I'm starting to learn not to do. You know what? It doesn't matter, because if they're not paying me, it is what it is. But I know what I like, and you know what? If I could drop knowledge on the drip to other people, go get your drip up, man. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I think I said. Oh no, I actually erased that podcast. I was talking about how I could wear what you're wearing and you could wear what I'm wearing, but we're not gonna drip the same. You can have a Gucci outfit on, I can have Levi's on. We're still not gonna be the same drip. I don't care how. It's just swagger is something from the inside of a man.
Can you update me on the urban terminology, please? What
swagger.
Is drip?
Drip is
like I ain't cool like you.
It's swagger.
Oh,
drip.
como un swag. Okay.
Yeah, swagger is. It's more.
I didn't know what drip was. I'm sorry.
Drip is more like what you're wearing. To be honest, I feel like people are like, oh, check out the drip. But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck.
Pero tú tienes buen drip.
I don't give a fuck.
Está bien, bro.
I feel like I drip, but what I'm trying to say is not even that. It's more of you could put together a whole Versace or Gucci or whatever it is outfit, and if you didn't put it together right, I don't give a fuck how much it cost you, my nigga. I'm still look better than you. So my point in saying this, sir, is that you buying things on sale like I do, and I look for discounts, and I go to fucking places that I'm gonna buy shit cheaper. I'm always the only thing I spend money on is sneakers, and I haven't bought sneakers in 2 years.
Right.
And I have a lot of them. I have too many for now, so but I still want to keep going. I just can't afford it because I made babies, and babies take all your money. Nah. But you got to take care of your babies.
You got to pay that tuition.
Yeah, you got to take care of all your babies, nigga. But yeah, fucking. I look for discounts, but my point in saying is that just because you buying shit in Old Navy or American Eagle and places that are not that expensive, it doesn't mean that you're not swagging harder than the next nigga that went to fucking Gucci and bought shit. Fuck that nigga.
I mean, it's just about
swagger's from the inside out, brother.
That is correct. And it's all about your disposition.
I went low.
How you carry yourself. You could wear a t-shirt and jeans all day, man.
Yeah.
People buy people before they buy product. Always remember that. I learned that in real estate.
Wow, remember people. You guys trying to make it a sign? People buy people before they buy product. So Kylie Jenner is a billionaire now because she put out makeup because she already had a following. That woman had girls wanting to be her already. So guess what? They're gonna buy her makeup.
She's the prettiest out of all of them. No, wait, not Kylie. Kendall. I like Kendall.
You know what? All right, so if we're gonna go
Sorry,
there,
I didn't mean
no,
to
that's fine.
cut you off, but I just wanted to throw in my love for one of the Kardashians. Well, Jenner in this.
Yeah. Well, they're all beautiful, but
I'm a Kendall fan.
all right, from the beginning. It's funny. I always liked. Which was the one that was fat? What was her name?
Oh,
Chloe.
Chloe.
Right? Her name was Chloe?
La Gordita, yeah. Now she's
I always liked her when she was big because I liked the way she acts. I liked her out of all of them, out of Kim, all of them from the moment, from the gate. When she thought she looked horrible, I thought she looked all right. I was like, I spent time with her, and she was nice. And then now she's like, of course, all done up, and she's been working out, so she looks great, and she's doing her thing, and respect to her and all that. You know what I'm saying? But I've always liked her because I like the way she is. I like her person. Sometimes personality comes up over anything.
But she's so you've liked Chloe, okay?
Yeah, over anybody.
There's a lot of
and
Kim
then
fan
after that, I would go with Kylie now just because she did everything. But before that, she looked.
But you like her all done up with the lips and the ass and all that shit.
Before that, let's be real, man. The bitch is kind of ugly, man. Let's be honest. I mean, and I don't even like. No. Let me get back on that real quick. I don't call women ugly, and I'm sorry that I said that. You know why? Because I usually don't even say that shit. And just because she's a celebrity, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry, I'm taking that back. Just on the strength of, because that's how I am. Right. I don't like to call women ugly. I don't find any woman ugly, as a matter of fact. I find all women beautiful. I just find that there's certain things that I like on one woman that I might not like another woman. But there's also certain women that are just not for me. But you're still beautiful, baby. It's just not, you're not for me.
You're not for me.
That's it. But you're beautiful.
That's a fair.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Women do a lot. But yeah, I take that back. I'm not gonna call her that she was ugly. It's just, you know, she just didn't have what she has now. Now she sculpted herself into perfection. Yeah. She's literally a kind of a perfect human being on the strength of looks. Right. I don't know what she is inside. I've never met her. I don't watch the show, so I don't know. Yeah.
I don't watch the show like that either.
But personality-wise, when watching the show ever, I always enjoyed Chloe. I enjoyed how she is. I feel that me and her could get along. So if I was to be like, I'm gonna pick a Kardashian to be with, right? That's the one. Yeah. I'd be like, yo, me and her, because, you know what I'm saying, we smoke some weed, we hang out.
You know what it is? You know what it is? You know what it is con los Kardashians, de son bien corriente. You know what I mean? And I've never been like a fan of like
corriente como?
Like, you know, like Colombian women, like the need for attention throughout their whole day. Kim Kardashian is an attention.
Damn, this nigga said Colombian women need attention. Y'all bitches need attention.
I'm sorry. Colombian women, they watch this, they're going to be like, damn, he don't like Colombian women? You know what I'm talking about, bro.
Hey, man, Colombian women
la tetona, la culona, they get all the work done.
Listen, man,
you know what I'm saying?
Of course. Those women need all the attention because they did all that work and they look how they look and they do it because
now they're gonna
they
think I
want
hate
that.
Colombian women.
They want all that attention. But sir, it doesn't even matter. And of course you love them. We love all women.
We love everybody.
Here at Whiskey No Chaser, we don't love everybody, but we love all women. All women that are not bad women. If you're a good woman, we love you.
Especially if you're a good mother.
You're a good mother.
And a good wife to your husband, good mother to your children. Take care of your family.
And if you're a good mother egg, you are even more special. A good mother egg. Say it in Spanish.
We should do a Mother's Day episode.
No. But
he's like, no.
You didn't even understand what I just said.
I heard you, bro.
Mother
I heard
egg,
you.
Come on. You're not a comedian, bro. You're supposed to catch that. You're a mother egg. All right. Mama huevo. Mama huevo. Come on, bro.
Mother egg, bro. I ain't Dominican like that, bro.
I'm going to be honest with you. I am drinking a lot.
But that's okay, bro. You're feeling good, baby. You're feeling good. You're feeling comfortable. You know, we're in the zone, man. And that's it, man. You know, we vibing. Son.
Yes, we are. And we're about to end that. I want to ask you one more. And then,
yes, sir. Okay.
Ooh, wipe out. Don't know what I'm going to ask you yet, so I'm going to ask you.
Well, shoot. Give it to me.
All right, so we're gonna end it with this one thing. Just on the strength of what you do and how you live and all that. And I think I'm gonna start asking this a little more
Okay.
to different people, or I might not. Let's see how it goes. Your perfect day. Nothing crazy. Don't get into super details. Perfect day.
A perfect day for me?
A perfect day for you, like a day that you live. You know, it could be a regular day. It could be a perfect day for you that you've done, or a perfect day that you're planning on doing. You could do that. Go.
Man, I know this sounds cliche, man, but a perfect day for me is waking up alive and breathing, man. Making my spinach, kale, cucumber, apple smoothie, man. Drinking that shit and starting my day, man. And as long as the sun is shining and it's nice outside, it's a perfect day for me, man. And I didn't get shot by the police. But that's not a problem for me because my skin tone. Yeah, we went there. We went there.
The thoughts of Jesse Garcia are not the thoughts of Hector or anybody on the Whiskey No Chaser podcast.
I walk free, man. I'm a free man. Nah, I'm kidding, bro. It's up. Listen, bro. We're joking.
Nah,
We're joking,
of course,
baby.
nigga. Hey, listen, hey, this is the podcast to do that. Don't get it twisted. I don't ever
But I'm saying facts,
take
right?
a lot of seriousness. And then you know what? Well, when it comes to, I had a podcast on police. Check out one of my solo podcasts. I think it's like the first one or the third one. The second solo podcast I do. I have a conversation about police, which I have no problem with them. I just have a problem with the ones that are fucked up. The ones that are bad
Absolutely.
to us. The ones that, listen, man. As a matter of fact, let's talk about, me getting pulled over recently. About 3 weeks ago, I was coming back from therapy, physical therapy. And shit, and I'm in Secaucus. I'm driving,
Ooh,
and
Secaucus.
yeah. That's a place that people like us will get pulled over. But I got a good story. This young officer pulls me over for my tint and shit, and he was so polite, man. I opened up I know how to approach these people. I opened up all my windows, took my keys out. And one time I have a story that I said already in another podcast that I threw my key on top and the nigga was like, yo, don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do all that YouTube bullshit. He literally said, don't do that YouTube bullshit.
Three keys out the window, put your hands on the steering
No,
wheel.
I usually throw it on my roof. Every time. I just throw it on my roof just to let them know, hey, listen, man, you ain't got no escape here. Ain't nothing, my nigga. You can come here and not shoot me. I promise. You don't have to shoot me. We're good. I promise. And shit.
Yo, this guy's crazy.
So,
You're so crazy.
So this officer comes up with the biggest smile, so polite. I was like, yo, this gentleman right here knew how to approach a person. He was like, hey, man. I think he might have smoked a blunt. Hey, man, he probably did. Is it legal in Jersey yet? No, he didn't do that. He had an edible. No, I don't know, whatever. He was just so happy.
He was high.
Nigga, he was happy. And it wasn't high. It was just happy. He wasn't high. I was just kidding. He was just a good officer. He was a gentleman. He came up. He approached me with respect. And it's funny because at the end he was like, hey, man, you're a nice guy, man. I could tell. I'm going to let you off with a warning, man. Those tents, take them off or whatever, which of course I'm not. But at the end of the day, he let me off with a warning, right. And I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? He treated me nice. He treated me like a human being. And my point in saying that is that not all cops are assholes. Absolutely, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of very good officers that are going to treat you very well. Absolutely. But then there's officers that, and I hate those motherfuckers, and fuck those guys. Because they should not be police officers. Nope. Because of the simple fact of they're being, they're using this as an ego thing. And you're not supposed to be an egomaniac as a cop. I know authority breeds ego. But no, you should not have I am better than you attitude, or I am more than you attitude.
You serve the
when
public.
You have that authority. You're supposed to
Serving
think
the
like,
public.
hey, man, I'm taking care of people. Hey, listen, when I pull you over,
Well,
and of course, and I said this in one of my podcasts.
But you're also,
their job is not
putting
easy.
your life out there, man.
Yes, they have a hard job, man.
There's
always job. You never know who's trying to get into a shootout with you because you're a cop and end their life. You never know what you're walking into. So I know that it's not an easy situation and it's a scary, very scary situation. Yeah. But it's just hey, man, you signed up for this and you know that there's weird people out there. So, of course, you got to take every precaution And then on top of that, I've also said about other people, hey, man, when you fucking get pulled over, don't fucking act up. Just chill out. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to go in, you're going to go in. You're not going to get out of it. Once the cuffs are on, they're on. It's over. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it is what it is. I don't want to get into another...
That's a whole other discussion.
Yeah, exactly, man. But yeah, man, yo, you, sir, have traveled, have saved lives, and watched it flourish, and have been in high school, survived high school with me, sir.
Yes, sir.
You, man.
I'm very proud of that.
You're the man. You've done some things, and you're going to continue doing some things. What's the next trip? What was the last trip, and what was the next trip? I don't want to get into a full story about it.
Okay, last trip was Bolivia.
Bolivia.
And next trip, it's looking, it's 5 countries I'm going to. Latvia, Belarus, Georgia, Lithuania, and I think, I don't even remember.
All right, whatever.
I got to look at my itinerary.
What's that? Where are those places? I don't know anything about that.
East Europe, so by
Oh, so you're just trying to take out Europe.
Yeah, I'm taking...
You going by yourself or you going with people?
No, I'm going with my friend.
All right, so most of the time, do you go by yourself?
I've gone by myself, but I usually go with a friend of mine that I grew up with. Well, we went to Mother Seton together, Mother Seton, Union City.
Yeah.
So we reconnected like 4 or 5
Oh,
years.
yeah, no wonder you were the way you were. You went to that school and shit.
I went there.
No, you were
with
fucking...
the dorks.
Yeah, no, I don't want to call you a dork, nigga. You were just
okay.
a weirdo like me. Not even a weirdo because, I guess weirdo. Just different.
Weirdos, man.
You know what I'm saying? Different because
We're weird because life's a little weird.
Yeah, different and just weird, I guess, to certain people. But yeah, no wonder you had a different vibe to you in high school than other people. Just like I walked to a different drum, my nigga, to the beat of a different drum.
That's all good, bro.
Yeah, exactly. But it just is what it is.
You beat to your own drum, yeah.
Exactly. Whatever it is, whatever the saying is, it is what it is. But yo, we're gonna end it right here. It was super pleasure talking to you.
Dude,
super pleasure catching up with you. And you said a great story, and I hope people understand that what people in the emergency
medical services
and just and cops and fucking and the fucking bomberos, the firefighters, you know what I'm saying, that it's not an easy job, you know what I'm saying. And this is one example of one of those emergency service jobs that come through, help people out, and don't bother anybody. Not like the cops, but not all the cops bother, but some of them do. But
there's some bad apples.
Yeah, the firefighters, and when it comes to firefighters and the ambulance people, they're here and they're strictly here to just fucking help you. So when you see one, get the fuck out the way and let them go do their job because they're gonna go save somebody, and give them respect. And you know what? They got the uniform on, and you can give them a fucking discount. They deserve it, nigga. Them kicks,
especially at Chipotle.
Yes.
I missed that fucking discount.
And if those kicks are $220, give it to them for $200, man. Hey, yo, brother, Jesse, man.
Bro.
Yo, you're powerful dude because you've done a lot, and you're gonna keep doing a lot. You're gonna come back here some more.
I'm gonna come back. We gotta do a part 2, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna do
so much.
We're gonna do more, man. We're gonna do more because
I love
there's gonna be more things you're gonna do, and you're gonna teach people. I didn't even get to ask you how to fucking teach young niggas how to travel, but we're gonna do that next time.
We'll talk that next time.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
yo,
sir.
You're the man, bro. I appreciate you, my G. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for
everything,
so much.
Yo,
thank you for having me on.
This is Whiskey No Chaser, bro. See ya.